Here we are looking at a Ranger AR 3500. Freshly restored and refurbished. And this is a high power one. You'll notice the orangey red display. What can you tell us about this one then, Dave?
It was a pleasure to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, that.
Yeah.
Nice machine. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got a lot of provenance, this radio, as well, because we actually know who it came from, don't we?
We do, yeah. A friend of mine is sadly no longer with us, and
God rest his soul.
I thought it was worth doing up, so
Yeah.
I did. It would be nice to have an original microphone, but yeah, so one will fit it straight on. It doesn't have the up and down circuitry in it, but it's fair enough. I like it for what it is. It's a keeper.
Yeah. There's always one in there.
Yeah. Show them this one.
Yeah, and then we're moving on to this HTX 100 realistic. Right, and tell us a bit more about that one, Dave.
Well, this came as a standard radio with just USB and CW, 28 to 29, 700 megs. As you can see now, it's actually on 555.
Yeah. The naughty band.
Right, it's on. I've not got an aerial plugged into it at the moment. It's on USB and LSB.
Yeah.
But due to the design of the radio, you have to drop down 3 kilohertz on the VFO dial to get 12 o'clock on the LSB.
Okay.
The other thing is, when you go to CW on this,
It's FM.
It's FM.
Fantastic.
And it is actually spot on there. Yeah. I've got the memories programmed in here, so.
And it's covering 26 to 30 like a Lincoln now.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just come out the memory 28. So try the band switch. And 26 megs. There you go.
Fantastic.
And it's a nice little machine, this.
Yeah.
High and low power actually works on FM and SSB.
Yeah.
It's 10 watts on the standard low power. On high power, you push it in. It's 25 watts. The clarifier's unlocked. The noise blanker is still wide as a noise blanker, and the frequency lock is still wide as a frequency lock.
Right.
On the back there's a switch. I modified the CW side tone because I'm not a CW user.
No.
It's a Roger Bleep.
Yeah.
The circuit's in and it does actually work. Interestingly enough, this radio does have an headphone socket on the front. That's a handy, useful tool, especially if you want to be quiet on a night time. Yeah. It's a nice little touch. You've got the squelch and everything's working on it. Signal meter's calibrated.
I've got to be honest, Dave. I find that I'm not a fan of Lincolns and such because you just see so many of them. But I find that radio so much more interesting than a Lincoln because it's
different.
Yeah, it's
you don't see many around like this. I was going to try and re-engineer the CPU in this to see if I could get the LSB to track at 12. Theoretically, it's possible, but do I really want to spend the time and experiment on a radio that actually works pretty reasonable? Probably not. It was just a technical exercise, and I didn't really want to do anything more to it.
It's certainly shown how it could have been developed, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean the CPU in this is very, very similar to a Lincoln. The pin numbers are different by the amount of 6.
Yeah.
And if you study how a Lincoln's designed in the circuit diagram, you could pretty much figure this out, what's going on. I mean, at the moment, this has only got 2 offsets when you go between CW and SSB. And it runs at 38 megs VCO, but there's a difference of 1.5 kilohertz. That's why you have to come down 3 because you're using a USB offset when you go to LSB.
Yeah.
So you have to account for the 1.5 up and the 1.5 down. You'd have to come literally down 3 kilohertz. That's why the display will read 3 kilohertz lower to get to 12 o'clock on LSB where you would normally be. That was the only thing around it. I wanted to try and change that by wiring something in here and tapping onto the CPU to see if it'll do it, but I really don't want to go any further right now. If somebody wants to do the donkey work and figure it out and have a play around, they can do, but I'm not going to just yet.
So there you are, viewers. Remember to like and subscribe, and also if you want to see any more of Dave's magical tricks on this HTX 100, leave a comment in the comment section below. So it's good night from me,
and good night from him.
7 3s everybody.